Wrecking Crew, Mike, check 1, 2. What's going on, snipers and troopers? This is your boy, Clash Escape the Hoopers. And this is Outriders, the new looter shooter developed by People Can Fly, published by Square Enix, coming on the 1st of April, so very soon, in about 2 weeks, looking at the calendar. It's a looter shooter, cover and fire with a twist of powers and melee abilities, doing a hodgepodge of a lot of different games that we've had, Destiny, The Division, and a bunch of others, and it's looking good. This is the demo that we have now for you guys. I played through in one go, from the beginning to the end, minor spoilers ahead. We're enjoying this very much. Tessie doesn't know, but she will enjoy it too. We'll play that together. But for now, I'll leave you with the footage, minor commentary, and obviously reactions as I die a fair few times. But yeah, enjoy. And stay tuned if you want to see more Outriders content very soon. Thank you very much. But that's what we're going to do. So first, it asks you to create your character. So we're going to go as a boy. And here we go. So here we are. Customization. So you'll be disappointed to see, to start on a positive note, the customization options are not legion, as we say. Doesn't mean that we're talking about World of Warcraft, but they're not a lot of them. So I kind of make the same character almost every time, but trying to give it a bit of a different spin. There's a bunch of faces. I think that the girls have more variety to them, but if you want to be a pretty girl, I don't think it's going to happen because all the girls look pretty real. We can have a little look real quick for those who care quickly. We're going to do that. Customize. We're going to just do this, put her a bit more of a feminine hairdo. I don't want anybody to be offended by that, but let's do that. And then, if you see the sister, is quite pretty. That lady is also decent. But you see the girls, they look like, like girls from the army. They don't look like models from Jean-Paul Gaultier, which is good, I think. But yeah, some people out there who just want to play babes in video games, I don't think they're going to be particularly pleased. But I'm not one of those, so it doesn't really matter to me. I'm one of those guys who like to create somebody that looks like him. So here we go. Oh, this guy, his face is okay actually. I haven't considered him. So let me have a look at the regular beard. He's okay actually. So look at the hair that I'm. Okay, he looks a bit more rugged with the hair. Okay, so this is the face that I've gone for a bunch of times. It usually is darker than this, I feel, but I don't know. It's just me, I guess. Just go like that. I color green. Voila. Then marking. So we got the hair and everything. So we're not going to give him this scar here. It's going to be a pretty boy with no scar. There's a squall scar. You know it's a game by Square Enix because there's a squall scar that is right there in the middle. Right. We're going to give him a bunch of piercings. Voila. We're going to create. We're good to go. We're not going to call him Alaric, whatever that means. We're going to call him Start Casual. Here we are. Voila. Save character. Now we're going to proceed to the lobby. I've got a bunch of characters, as you can see. I'm going to play the prologue. That's what we want to be doing, really. So, new beginning, start. Here we go. It asks you to request whether or not you want to play with people, open, whatever, all these things, in terms of the multiplayer, but we'll get to that later. So, while it's loading, just to put this all into perspective, so Outrider is a game published by Square Enix, developed by People Can Fly. People Can Fly is a Polish studio that has worked mainly on some Gears of Wars. I think there was also, can't remember well, but I think there was also one of the Duty, was it Fortnite or something? I think they've worked on it a little bit. Anyway, so Gears of Wars mainly, really. So they kind of know about third-person shooters. Yeah, so studio based in Poland. Bless their heart. I don't think there's the highest amount of trust in Polish studios after Cyberpunk, but that would be a little bit, pessimistic and short-sighted to think that way.
Almost looks like home.
That's what worries me.
Well, boss, you ready?
Got my truck?
I want snipers at 3 and 6, multiple defense lines, and an operating base established within the hour. Move! Goodman, a word. You know the stakes of this mission. Flores is already half dismantled. Our engine's on its way down to power a city of 500,000. Now, if these Outrider bozos hit pay dirt, you report to me first.
Sir, I'm only here to ensure proper procedure this fall.
We're not on Earth, Shearer. There is no proper procedure.
Listen up, Outriders. I know what you're all thinking. There's no going home. And no one has a clue what's waiting for us out there. But the ECA pencilheads can't greenlight this landing until we find their missing probes. So let's do our job.
Let's. Let's do our job. Come on. Acceptable loading time for yet another, little cutscene.
Let's move out. Stay sharp. Watch our sixes. Would you smell that air? I can't even process breathing air that doesn't smell like a burnt carburetor.
I didn't mind the air back on Earth. I was used to it.
Trust me, you'll get used to fresh air too.
Truth is, none of us should have even gotten off Earth.
Survivor's guilt. You think any one of us isn't feeling it?
It's not just that. If the Caravel's engine hadn't exploded back on Earth and killed most of the real Outriders with it, there would be a bunch of mercenaries down here in their place.
I hired you because you don't let anything get in your way.
While they're quiet, you can see the machine is doing its best to make all this look
We'll
good,
make
but
camp here. Outrider, set a beacon flag. Let HQ know the area's secure.
probably try this on PC, see how it looks like. But yeah, the PS4 is doing its best, bless her. PS4 Pro. This is just the story bit for now, so you know, just enjoying the dialogues and everything.
All right, people, we got jobs to do. Cuthbert, Scarstead, set up a perimeter. I want fortifications going up within the hour. Jakob, you're field testing the munitions. Gutman, get your scanner up and running so we can find those damn probes. Outrider, a word.
Yeah, Stockton.
Hey, no matter what happens out here, I need my best gun on this in case things go south. Can I depend on you?
Just tell me what to do, Cap.
Our weapons haven't been fired in nearly a century. Why don't you head over to Jakob and get your gear checked, and then be prepared to move out as soon as those probes are located. Any questions?
No word from Earth, I assume? It's really gone.
She went dark 15 years into our journey. More or less as predicted. ACA's confirmed no communication since.
Shit. You know, I grew up a slumdog, fighting for scraps. Lost everyone, really, long before the end. Doomsday just wasn't a thing I worried about. Hell, I was never gonna live past 20 anyway. Somehow, I was one of the ones who made it. Don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing here.
If things go right, time's coming, you're gonna have to leave all that behind. This is a new beginning. You could have a family here. Build a cabin. Grow old and get fat.
That's not me, Cap. Know my way around bullets, not kids. There'd be no need for someone like me here.
Maybe the old you, Outrider. But you're one of the chosen few. You get to build the future. Don't waste it.
Let's not waste it.
I'll go find Jakob's shooting range.
Good. We're on standby for those probes, so stay on alert.
Hey there, little guy. Almost stepped on you. How many feet you got there?
Polish friend, Jakub?
What's on your mind, boss? I know that look you get.
Time to test my gear.
Up for some target practice, boss. Let's get started.
Let's see it.
Yeah, a new toy. You're the first one to test it out, boss. Think you could take on a tank? Did I ever mention how glad I am to be on your side? All right, you can stop showing off. Now give that sidearm a try, eh? Damn. Somehow 80 years has improved your aim. Just like riding a bike.
Here we are.
Feels pretty good, doesn't it? Nice. Haven't lost your touch.
Yep. Still got it.
Outrider, check on our ECA rep. See if Shearer's found any probes yet.
All right. Let's talk to Shira.
Maybe I'm overthinking this, but
Oh my gosh. This is stunning. I wish you could have seen this, Dad.
Hey. You're Shira, right?
I'm sorry. Can you believe this landscape? It's so beautiful.
Oh. If only we had an internet to post those to.
It's for scientific record. Besides, we'll have the internet up and running in the first 6 months. The entire thing was backed up.
I'm just pulling your leg, Shira. Any luck with the probe?
The scan's still running. I don't know what else I can do. It's just... How can the probe signals have simply vanished?
Yeah, they said it was some kind of interference or something.
Ah, from space, maybe, but not from down here.
Still, seems the initial readings were right. We're breathing.
Yes, but before the ECA can authorize 500,000 more people coming here, we need the probe's data to know we can support them.
And if we can't? What's the ECA's plan B?
Do you have any questions I got answers to?
I don't.
Hey, is that supposed to blink that way?
Oh. That's a probe.
Tanner, think we got a signal. It's close.
Excellent work, Outrider. Now go locate the damn thing so we can land this beauty.
Copy that.
Hey, it's an historic moment. We should document it.
For the scientific record, huh?
Off we go. Off we go.
heads up, I got movement. 9 o'clock, something big.
All units stay alert. Guard the perimeter. Hold your fire until we know what we're dealing with.
Whoa, they got eyes on some kind of hyena cow things.
Yeah, I'm seeing them over here too. A whole herd of them.
Hyena-looking cow things.
Whatever. They look pretty ugly, you ask me.
No, they're astonishing. I bet they can be domesticated for farming.
I bet they make some...
One of those cow things is sunning itself right on my path.
Hey, maybe he can get close enough to get a DNA sample.
Not exactly our... Nah, scared it off. But I've secured the objective.
Fantastic.
Here we go.
Yeah, found the probe. Looks like it landed pretty hard, but the data seems intact.
Copy that. Transmitting to HQ now. Good work, Outrider.
Hold on. Tanner? I'm picking up a second signal, but something's weird about this one.
Weird?
The pitch is rising and falling? It's supposed to be a steady tone.
Outrider Alpha to HQ. Hold off on calling in that green light. We got another probe out here to analyze.
Negative, Alpha. Your job is done.
Damn it. Maxwell, listen to me. We can't afford to make mistakes. Give us time.
Any more time and we lose our orbital window. We have the data, I'm calling it in. You want to keep searching? Don't blame me if you find trouble. Over and out.
All right, Outriders. Rendezvous back with the convoy. Let's go find that stray.
All right, back we go. Back we go. There's no button to jump technically. You can hop above elements of decor on the ground, but you can't really jump. I guess it's okay. They want it to be a Gears of War grounded experience.
Hey, Cuthbert, any updates?
The probe signal is mostly noise, but I've tracked its source. There.
So it was working when we tried the recording, you know?
Hope you all brought your galoshes.
So you can't hear any kind of noise from the game.
Not right now.
Jacob.
Wait a second.
Same shit, different planet.
Oczywiście.
Loading. Like stuck a lot.
Sure.
Electronics are freezing up.
Trucks are down. We continue on foot.
Soldier, your primary focus is Shira. Understand? We keep moving. Eyes up.
Choke on your own spit, dude.
It's nothing, I'm good.
Jesus. Get back to the ship. Alert the medics.
What's going on?
Stay back.
It must be going to work. But here I can't hear anything from my phone.
Great. If it's working somewhere, that's fine. As I said, you know, in here it's all. Turn it off because I can see the. I can see, yeah, of course. I can see the network struggling there. I can, the signal. So just turn it off. It's fine. On your
Got eyes on the probe.
Game as well.
no, the game should. Unless if you're not playing, switch it off obviously. But
No, I would turn on it then.
I got movement. Heading in.
Sorry.
live issues to fix. Tasty was just trying to make sure that everything was working. Right, so here we are. Shit's going down, basically, is what I just said. It's going down for real. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. I could hear my voice on the when I opened the window on my computer, by the way.
ECA HQ. We've encountered a potential
That's for you that I was saying.
biological hazard. Requesting quarantine procedure at base.
Damn it, Tanner. I told you.
Hey, boss, we lost you.
Getting our straight probe.
Yeah, I can hear the sound on my own browser. It's fine.
Any idea what this black gunk is?
Right.
Some kind of saprophyte or like
So I ran in. Here we are.
Then let's play.
I dodged, come on.
Captain, got attacked by one of those cow things. Something drove it crazy.
Cow things.
Keep an eye out.
Copy that, Outrider. Now move your ass and find that probe.
Tanner, I found it.
Good work. Get the drives and get the hell out.
Wait, hold on. This thing's just in relay mode. Tanner, the signal isn't coming from the probe. It's coming from outside our search zone, somewhere else on the planet.
That's impossible. There is nobody else. Secure the hard drive. We'll analyze that signal back at base.
Copy.
Copy that.
Ah, damn it! Something's frying it, Tanner.
Give us the frequency.
Carrier frequency is 97 point. Tanner, do you copy? Tanner, I'm seeing some really strange shit down here. The fuck?
Quite a strange decision not to have any guns showing in some of the cinematics. Not sure why, because they always show when you're running around. Anyways, we're running for our lives.
Tanner, what the hell kind of storm is this?
Have you done already? Did you give me the one of the cereal bars of the thing? Sorry, I'm starving to death. Come on, he said. Well, apparently they're not coming on, these guys. Sorry, peeps. We're not gonna make it for Act 2. Yeah, that one's fine. Yeah. If you're on, take it out. Right.
Maxwell, what the fuck is all this?
What does it look like?
Sergeant Major, sir, we have to follow quarantine procedure and hold the landing. Whatever the original reports about this planet, they were wrong. There's some kind of anomaly. If we land now, everyone will die.
There's no holding the landing. It's too late for that. There's no way.
Sorry. I don't know the mic for a sec.
Tanner, here! We need help!
We need medics! See to them! Hurry!
No, stop. They're contaminated. We contain them. That's an order.
You always were an asshole. Look around you. We got men and women in need of medical attention. Now get your asses in gear and do the right thing, or I'm gonna have to...
No!
Contain this. Now. Burn the fucking bodies.
Maxwell's lost his goddamn mind.
I'll take care of the wounded. Just hold them back.
Jacob, cover me. I'm going after Maxwell.
I got you.
Outriders, stand down! That's an order!
Sure. Right after you call off the goddamn goons.
Sergeant Major, the entire colonization is threatened. We need to warn the forest.
Your Outriders are the ones who stirred up this threat, imperiled this mission.
Bullshit.
Yeah, this is very Gears of War, the way that we slide into the next or you know, depending on what you played, this could make you, this could look like what's the name of it? This could look like The Division, depending on what your poison is, as they say. I'll take that. It looks like a fancy yeah. Take it. Here we go. Oopsies. Nice. So for now, this is a relatively standard shoot and cover looter shooter, as you might want to say. Oopsies. Got a grenade. Now, I'm being a little bit cautious because I'm conscious that I have no powers right now. So I don't want to go too desperado on them. Antonio Banderas and Desperado.
Maxwell set up a blockade. He's gonna burn everything down.
Why?
So he can tell the story his way. How the Outriders fucked everything up. He needs to die.
Outrider, wait. Maxwell is the only one who can call off the landing. You need to get a situation.
That was very oopsies. Very generous in terms of armor resistance. I took a bunch of bullets and barely phased me. Right, so this guy, oh, there was two of them. Okay, so there's only one. Right, so there's a few more. Next point of cover. It's a good gun. It does this explosion thing when the target dies. So if there's anybody else in range, I should take care of them too. Right. Yeah. Let's see.
Kill the traitors! Don't let them near!
This difficulty to gain cover is really me being a bit stupid because I'm anybody who knows about these games knows you have to shoot in little, you know, so that your aiming doesn't dead. Eel's dead. So I'm pressing the button to confront him to trigger a cutscene.
Do the right thing. Call it in. Postpone the fucking landing.
It's too late.
It's too late.
That's also gonna be the line, isn't it?
Hey, you, and you, help me with the wounded. We have to get them to MedLab. Come on, move your asses! Yeah, we're almost there. We're gonna be fine. Here.
Make it happen.
What are you doing?
I'm putting you back into cryo and MedLab can save your fucking life.
Don't be ridiculous. I'm done for.
Pep talks aren't really my thing.
Cold. See what I did there? I'm going to cryo. Right. So we're gonna wake up like Cap in Avengers. Bunch of years later. Most of you guys watching this, the video, whatever feedback or we call it, will know about the story anyway. But for those who don't,
when is something truly over? Was it when your people left Earth behind? Was it when you watched the first spaceship crash and burn? Was it when you saw your fellow Outriders crumble at your feet? Was it watching yourself die? But Enoch isn't done with you yet, Outrider. Like I always say, it ain't over till it's over.
this post-cryo sickness that most people have.
You, what year are you from? Year, what year?
What?
Is this your pod? Where were the uplink nodes?
Come on, Doc. We need to go. They're coming.
Wait, we can't just leave them here. These are Outriders.
They're not why we're here.
I'm sorry.
You realize the use of they because you could be a girl. Yeah, shit went down while you were sleeping, buddy.
Come on, asshole! Captain! And another one!
Outrider. Thought your kind was all dead. Dead? Uncuff me and find out.
Nice. Bravado, we like that. Remember his face, we'll see him later again.
Anomaly's coming. Let's see how fast you can run. The no man's land, like the others.
Still more loading.
to no man's land. We gotta stick together if we want to survive. Survive what? Getting our asses fried by the big storm.
Hey, I told you two to shut the hell up! We're here! Come on!
Go back! Go back!
What the hell's happening?
They've got an Aldrin. It's tearing our guys apart. You need to get out of here.
Well, where? Storm's coming!
You think the Aldrin care about a storm?
Shit! Take the back way through the fray! We're not gonna make it! Let's just talk about here! Let's cover! And rob the captain of his show while you're out of your goddamn...
Watch out!
Hell? Your man was wounded! That's better that way! Don't struggle! Go!
How long has it been?
What?
This war, how fucking long?
Who knows? Since before I was born!
That's fucking impossible!
Come on, open the goddamn gate! And move! Hold tight, almost there!
Almost where? Where are you taking us? I'm not supposed
What the hell is the matter with you? You just wake up or something?
Cryo. It's just...
Well, let me catch you up real quick. That paradise you Outriders promised us, guess what we've got instead? Goddamn alien storms! No shelter, no food, just kicked to the curb like exiles while your ECA pals got fat in their bunker!
Bullshit! It wasn't like that! We lost electronics! We could have left you all to rot in your cryopods! But we didn't! We saved you, ungrateful! Fuck off!
How many times did I tell you to shut up?
It's open! But hold your breath!
Welcome to the Valley of Death, asshole!
You people are insane! All this! It's fucking insane!
Hell yeah, it is! Time to walk no man's land, pal!
Decent effort to get us to care about what's going on. We like it. I think it's the last one of the. Yeah, I think it's coming now, isn't it? Last one of those little cutscenes. It's a bit more polished. No pun intended. So I was dropped in a some sort of battlefield, naked, basically. Great.
Fuck me.
Well, that's that. Like I say, here we go. So, for those who might not be familiar with what's going on in Outriders, so it's a looter shooter, third person, cover and fire kind of thing, but you have some gimmicks with what they call skills, essentially, just abilities really you can use. Not unlike the ultimates in some other games like Destiny, but they don't look as flashy and they have much shorter cooldowns. So they're just active skills you use in combat, the same as you use your guns. And depending on which path you pick, then you'll be locked into a certain playstyle. Now, they look a little bit different, really, but Essentially, you have the long range guy, the healer, the one that's never going to go in melee because otherwise he's going to get shredded. You have the mid range guy, which I personally think is the weakest of the four in terms of the beginning of the game, at least this demo part. And then you have the two melee guys, the DPS and the tank. The DPS is the hit and run as usual, so you're not really going to withstand a lot of fire. You're going to have to kind of do your thing and not get shot. And the tank is very sturdy and very resilient. I've found the tank to be the superior choice throughout the demo. I've played all four to its completion, I think. I'm not sure, to be honest. I think I did. But at least I got all the skills. And so yeah, I think the tank is the superior choice. So I'm going to pick tank for this time around, follow this path. It's going to allow me to change this, to go through this the quickest, I'm thinking. So there are no consumables to heal in this game, at least as far as I know. What we've seen so far, we can't buy anything, and we certainly can't find any. Healing goes through some specific mechanics, either by killing people in melee or in range, depending on who you are. Sort of, it's melee really that you kill them. And there's what they call leech, with melee, with weapon damage. Tanks and melee DPS, so Devastator and Trickster, they get a lot of health back and shielding back, respectively, if they kill in melee. So it's very rewarding to be aggressive. Healer gets passive leech, healing damage kind of thing. So you might as well really stay far and hide and snipe people from a distance. And the Pyromancer only gets healed when he kills enemies that is marked with fire, even though they're not in melee, they could be far, which I think is a very poor design. I think they kind of have to change it, but you know, I'm sure they have all sorts of reasons to justify it. But in the beginning of the demo, yeah, I don't think it's particularly efficient, especially in boss fights with ads, where you kind of, you have very poor leeching compared to others, and if things don't die, then you can't really heal, but you'll take damage because your abilities are not particularly long range. Honestly, I don't feel like it was particularly suited to early game. I don't know. Nothing wrong with that, by the way. It could shine later on, I'm sure it will, or in group play, and that's fine. It's just that in the demo, you will group with some people accidentally, I was going to say, occasionally, but it's not like there's raid bosses to kill, so it's, it's not particularly more rewarding to group so far. The monsters are more difficult, so supposedly they drop better loot, but the only thing that is happening loot-wise in here is really you get blue gear or legendaries, which I haven't seen drop yet for me. So, you can't get better blues by grouping with people, you just get blues as well. I don't think it's a big deal. Right. So, just making sure I think so. They give you kind of a gun of each type if you see, depending on which class you play. And the rifle is not going to be very good if you don't go melee. So they also give you a sniper gun kind of thing, but yeah, honestly, I just feel like the Devastator powers are just superior, really. And the mechanics with the armor guarantees that you can actually take a good beating without worrying about cover too much, which kind of feels a little bit antagonistic to the idea that you are sort of, they call that an altered, so you're superpowered, basically superhuman kind of thing. Yeah. Superhuman shouldn't need to hide from bullets if you can't die, right? It it feels weird, but I don't know. It's just me, really. Now, the curious one would have noticed on top of the screen my experience bar and something called a world tier. World tier is essentially the difficulty level in this game. So the higher the world tier, the tougher the enemies, and the better loot you get when you open chests or when you defeat elites / big enemies, whatever you call them. So world tier gets automatically increased once you do enough. It's like experience for your character, but you can choose not to increase it if you want to leave it easy. When you don't increase it, you don't gain world tier anymore. You can't keep on being world tier 1 and then grind all the way up to the max. You can't do that. You only gain world tier when you're playing the current most difficult world tier. That makes sense. couple of elites coming, I think. There was a red dot that disappeared, I guess. I didn't want me to fight it. Here's the elite. Fire's been annoying, so I'm gonna try and rush it. That's a bit poor for me. Internet connection error. Great. Just want to reiterate that it's not my system. Internet's working fine. The PS4 has been working fine with internet and everything. There's been no doubt. I've googled a couple of things there to try and check on the servers, and it turns out that this has happened before. Last documented time that was pretty obvious there from Reddit and different posts was end of February, so 3 weeks ago or something. A lot of people were stuck on the same screen I've seen. Okay, so we got through. That's good. That's good news. So play through the trenches. Here we are. Here we are. Pum pum pum. Pum pum pum. Right, so usually when the game crashes in the middle of the mission, it puts you back at the last checkpoint, which, yeah, for me was really the beginning. So there you go. You get used to it, he's gonna say or something. So as you can see, you have melee attacks, pressing R3, sorry, R3, what I'm saying, right joystick, wait, R3, yeah, so both actually. But there's a small cooldown, you can see at the bottom left corner of the screen. There's a cooldown of approximately 3 to 4 seconds, so you can't spam the melee attack. But the good news, for you little freaks out there that are already thinking about this, is that this attack actually staggers enemies. So you can use it to get out of a pinch when you're in melee and you need a second to just, you know, roll out of danger. You can do that. That gives you a bit of a window to get out. If people are spraying at you from all sorts of directions, I don't think it's gonna save your life, but it certainly gives you the time to roll away from danger on a one-to-one scenario. And all enemies get staggered by the right attack. Bosses get staggered too, which is good news. It's not always the case in those games. Bosses and elites sometimes have preferential treatment, but they don't here. They get staggered equally. We'll get that later when you get to the first boss. There is a there's interrupts and all these kind of mechanics in the game as well. Those who are familiar with MMO combat systems know what I mean. But in here, interrupts, there's a bit of a dance about it because bosses can develop resistance like they do in MMOs actually. Meaning that if you waste your good moves that interrupt the boss for attacks that don't matter, when he's then going to do a heal or a nuke, you're not going to be able to interrupt him because he's going to be immune. So that's a bit of an interesting thing that, you know, allows you to think strategically in combat as well. I haven't really seen bosses, maybe just me, but I haven't seen bosses getting staggered from gunshot attack when they're casting something. They do get an occasional stagger from a shotgun attack in close range, you know, as you'd imagine they would. But yeah, when they're casting something, I've tried many times. Maybe the shotgun wasn't strong enough, I don't know. But they're not getting staggered for shit. So the only way to stagger them is by interrupting them with a specific ability. And if you have used it before it was needed, then it's not going to be available to save you. So you got to be careful. Whew. It's getting hot in here, says Nelly. The other one is coming a little bit, you know. There's two of them, and this one is a bit of a snake. He's not really warning over that he's coming, obviously. I'm gonna try and hit these guys, hit these clowns in the head as much as possible. They have pretty good armor. Level 3. I got one ability, which is the Golem. So Golem is essentially a very hard cooldown of damage reduction for tanking class in any kind of MMO sense. It's decent until you get the bullet shield, which I think is vastly superior, and that's the move at level 6, I think. So for now, we're going to keep Golem as the middle move. So you use moves with R1, and both simultaneously. You can only have 3 skills at the same time, but I think the game features a total of 8. The demo, however, only shows you the first 4. Cinematic time.
I could smell the storm in your blood, your stink of Enoch. Your kind are abominations, exile.
Who the hell are you?
Outrider. Impossible. Such untapped power, such confusion. You want answers. Whatever you were before, you're something new now. A second life. Don't waste it.
Who was that?
What's that? He's altered. And he's a little man. A little man.
Altered? What the fuck does that mean?
You. You don't know what you are. Where'd you steal that uniform?
Didn't, it's mine.
Yeah? If you's really an outrider, and you fights on the wrong side, altered.
What are you talking about?
Yeah. The Grand Marshal, she'll explain. Come.
Here we are. So that's the prologue. That was the entirety of it, the prologue. So at the beginning, when you create a new character, the first time around you obviously don't ask. They don't ask you, sorry, you're not asked because you have to play it. Once you've done it once, you can skip the first part and you create your character and you choose your path immediately and you start just where I was now on that battlefield, so that you have a chance to play around with the ability that you have, the one ability at that time, and get used to the mechanics of your class. As I said, I think the weakest link at the beginning on this demo, not to say that it's not going to be efficient, blah blah, with abilities, with talents and everything, you know, it's very early to say, but the weakest link of the demo for me is the Pyromancer, the middle range, because its healing mechanic is the most cumbersome. You can only heal those that have been marked by your fire. So when you don't have a skill that's available, you've used it, some enemies are spawning and you have a window of like 5 to 10 seconds, I don't know how much, depending on your skills, that where you don't have anything to press, then you're a bit screwed. And also I think the middle 2 skills, if I remember well, they were single target. You know, one of them makes the enemy blow up, so it affects people, but I don't think it marks the others that are affected when it blows up. So you get into a situation where, you know, the mechanic of marking enemies that you kill to get healed is very limiting, meaning that you do all sorts of kills that don't get you any health back, and you die very quickly because obviously you don't have good ammo because you're not a tank. You know, the DPS gets away with it because the Trickster has 2 massively overpowered abilities. I think it's great, they should leave them in there because he also is squishy. But the Time Freeze and the Blade, you can wipe out 12 enemies in one go. It's fucking glorious. So the Trickster is weak, but its offense is really good. So I feel like it's tuned properly. Maybe a bit overtuned, to be honest, with the Blade. I think the Blade, it kills people too easily. But, you know, it's not limited. It has cooldown and blah blah. But the Pyromancer doesn't feel that way, honestly. And the healer is just, you know, you have to hide. It's the traditional cover and fire kind of gameplay. So you hide, you put your gadgets out. It has turrets and stuff, a bit like in Division. And yeah, you stay hidden and you don't take any fire. You just, you know, methodically kill everyone. So if you're good, it's fine. You know, there's no problem. And you heal passively with the leech. If I remember well. only played it once, to be honest.
Couldn't grow crops or make medicine, so we ended up in the same place as when we left Earth.
Sorry, the cinematic. I was just trying to hear it.
The little we have left.
Why didn't you go somewhere else? The Outriders could have...
The Outriders are dead.
What?
And the anomaly keeps us in this fucking valley. We can't go anywhere else. You don't get it, do you? You think you're dreaming? This is real. Believe me, it's fucking real. So whether you like it or not, you're stuck here in the mud and shit like the rest of us. You should have never woken up.
What, and miss out on all this?
Grand Marshal, we were too late. The Hounds have him. He's been taken underground.
Well, get him back.
Well, it may be our side, but that's not our turf, ma'am. I'm not losing people over Yakub.
Jacob. He's still alive?
Not for much longer, it seems.
Then I'll go find him.
Ma'am? Ma'am?
Never mind. Got it covered.
No, you don't. We've got it covered. All right, let's go save our boy, a boy, a brother, a boy. Right, so world tier. So here's as what I was explaining. So world tier essentially is the difficulty, adjustable difficulty of the game, which also determines the loot you get. Now I'm going to leave the auto feature on that makes it as hard as possible from whenever I unlock anything, because I haven't found it to be unmanageable on the tank. No matter your gear, really, if you're careful, you can pretty much survive most situations. I don't think it's the same with the others. I think for the others you got to be very careful. You got, yeah. But with the tank, I don't think that's fine. Right, so let's go.
Something about them already.
Blah 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 about matchmaking. So you can see on the top left, where we're going with the map. This is downstairs. I know what I'm doing, obviously, so I'm not trying to walk around and find out. But we're going here to save Yakub. So missions are replayable in this game. I'll show you that in a minute. Main missions are replayable so far in the demo. I'm not sure whether it's going to be permanently the case, but they certainly are. You have to go back to the lobby and just reselect where you were coming from. That was the way that people were farming legendary weapons until they nerfed it. And side missions are repeatable from the quest giver, which is a bit strange because when the quest giver is somebody who's supposed to be dead at the end of the mission or something, then it just reappears there again, kind of thing. It's a bit, it's a bit weird. But I'll take it because I like replaying missions to get more experience and potentially better gear. I think that's a staple of live service games like MMOs and stuff. Yeah, if you can't redo things you like to do for better rewards, you're quickly going to run out of things to do, really, aren't you? Right. So here we go.
I'm looking for Yakub Dabrowski. Go away.
Listen, asshole. You got a gun pointed right at your...
Well, that went that went well. That went really well. Whoops.
What the hell is going on out there?
So we got Golem in. Here we go, here we go. It's a bit messy, but the mechanics of healing for the tank plus the... Oops, that was a bit weak. Plus the armor make all of this manageable, really. The armor saves you. It ensures you don't take too much damage, obviously. But at the same time, it allows you to stand your ground while you're being fired. Because the screen doesn't turn red and everything when you have no health, which is really annoying. I find it to be a distraction, personally, but that's just me, really. easy peasy lemon squeezy, as you can see it. When you pick up something that is for a slot that you haven't got anything equipped yet, it automatically equips it. You can see I'm suddenly wearing a jacket that I wasn't wearing a minute ago. It's not a clipping bug, it's I just picked it up on the floor. And because I had no jacket equipped, it just put it up for me. Ah, sorry, I skipped the cinematic habit. Sorry about that. Just reinforcements coming. It wasn't anything particularly interesting. So they're melee people, which is a bit annoying when you are not a tank. But because we are a tank, we're gonna wreck through them in a second. Oh, they're putting up a good fight, eh? Okay. Oh yeah, you are putting up a good fight, eh? Aren't you? Now you're dead. Right. Oh, these guys were with the healer. I tell you, they were a piece of work. Yeah. Because the healer is obviously meant to be staying afar, but these guys are they're basically rushing you. You know, they have melee weapons in their hands, so they can't really do anything from far, so they just rush you. As you can see again now. So if you play at the highest, what do you call it? The highest world tier, as a healer against this bunch of melees, it's a bit frustrating. I think that's it. So there are a bunch of chests in here. Sadly, as I said, who don't give you any potential legendary loot anymore, but they still give you some loot. We're on world tier 2 now, so the rewards are going to be a bit weak. But I don't have the luxury of choice right now because my gear is pretty pants since I just started the game with a new character. So there are 3 coffers in this room. There's one here. Shit gear. There's another one there. Not here. Here. You can tell that I've been doing this a few times. A bunch of guns. You know, they were normal quality, so they're not going to be fantastic to even look at, to be honest. And then this one. Oh, something green. It was boots. Okay, I might just equip them now. You can see the inventory screen. So here we are. Inventory. So I'm just going to remove myself for now. Alright, so here we go. I just swapped my secondary weapon from the shotgun, from the sniper to the shotgun. Being a tank, I only heal when I kill things in melee. It doesn't have to be with a melee power, it could also be with a gun, but they have to be in a certain range. So the sniper is a bit useless to me because of that. So I just decided to drop it really.
Sorry guys, I thought this was the bathroom. Okay?
I had it under control.
Been a while.
I know you. Kurva! Then I thought you were dead.
You'll soon be dead if you don't get your ass to Shears right now.
It's quite cute, the reunion.
All right.
I've seen it many times, but it still gets to me. It's quite cute. Right. So one little feature that I think is good. I don't know, maybe it's common in these games, but it certainly wasn't common in the Division. Is that they automatically give you a travel point at the end of a mission like this. In the Division, I know you could travel from point to point. I know there was, quick travel. But I think the fact they conveniently put it out there just for you to take it because you don't want to walk all the way back, I think is quite cute. That's a good little quality of life thing. Nothing, unseen before, but still worth it. Right. So we're gonna go back, listen to that cinematic. I think then we're gonna be able to do a couple of the side quests. Is this one? There's one or two. I think there's only one here, and then one on the front, which we're going to go and do. Now we're going to get to the stage where the world level is going to increase quicker than our gear, and we're going to be in a bit of a pickle on some of the missions because some of them are quite tough if you don't have decent amounts of gear in this world level 5. So I'll show you in a minute. So the clipping I was telling you about before, that the machine is trying to fight against the PS4, bless her heart. But once it stabilizes, it's fine. Right, so we're going to go all the way. Scrubby the guy can't get no love from me. Hanging on the passenger side of a best friend's ride. Try to holler at me. So here we are. Let's talk to Shara. This will be cinematic, so I'm going to remove myself and listen.
No, because he won't. Because he can do what the fuck he wants.
Hey, never been so happy to see a familiar face. You haven't aged a day.
You got old, my friend. In the hallway, that was Seth. What was he doing here?
Ignoring our pleas for help.
I thought it was on your side.
Seth, he's not on anyone's side. The insurgents have altered their walking nightmares. We're lucky Seth shows up to fight them back sometimes, but only if it fits whatever the hell game he's playing.
Hmm?
Hey, damn it.
You have no
It's fine.
idea how bad it is, Outrider.
Is it Francois music? It's okay, don't worry. It's life.
We thought we could start over again here, but we were wrong. I was wrong.
Shira.
Do you know why I'm in charge? Because I'm the only officer left alive. The insurgents at our door, they're feral, sadistic. They have us surrounded. We're low on food and bullets. And if those freaks don't kill us, this planet will!
Welcome back.
The black fungus in the forest. We never found a cure. The mountains are filled with abominations. And the anomaly storms get bigger every year. We don't have much time left. If we don't find a way out of this valley, if we don't find a miracle, this last shred of humanity is over.
Shira. Oh, would you look at that?
I can do things now. I don't understand, but maybe there's a reason.
Yes, you are. I guess I know why I saved your damn life all those years ago.
I'm sure this isn't exactly what you had in mind.
I'm not complaining.
Still, I don't get it. The day we landed, that storm, it tore Cuthbert apart, but not me. Why? Why was I...
Altered? Who the hell knows? When those storms hit, some get ripped inside out, some turn pink polka dot, and a few come back. Fucking immortal.
Nothing about the anomaly makes sense. It disrupts the laws of nature and mutates whatever it touches. Early on, the ECA's best scientists tried to understand the storms, to tame them. None survived.
I guess you got lucky, boss. Or maybe not.
All I care about is that you are on our side. Our only supply line is blocked by an altar that our weapons cannot touch. Out by the old solar array. Seth had no interest in helping us, but now, you're here.
Hell, why not? Maybe I can buy humanity another day.
Lieutenant? What the hell was that?
The whole front line just collapsed! Like an earthquake, all right. I think we lost our whole first line of defenses!
On my way. Go, go, go!
Hey, in case I don't get another chance, I tried to find you. But it all went to shit. We had to run for our lives. I just...
Forget it. I'm alive. We should have been dead 10 times over, if not for Tanner, if not for Shira. I'm the one with dues to pay now, Jakob.
Boss, I missed you. It's good to have you back. Now go beat that Altered's ass for us, so we can get back in this goddamn fight.
Damn right I will. It's actually a tough fight. Especially if you're world tier 5 at the time, which you're gonna be really if you do the side quests and stuff. But your gear might not be there yet, so you know, it's one of those. Level 4! Yay! I got the best fucking skill in the game according to me. Gravity leap. It's fucking glorious. You jump in the ground, in the air, and you slam back to the ground, blowing everybody to bits when you land. It's glorious. I'll show you in a minute. So we're gonna do a couple of the side quests, whatever we can do, because we can get some gear.
Honorable One. The best selection in Rifttown can only be found at Mr. Chang's. Come, see what wonders I have for sale.
Another time, mister. I'm having one shitty day.
Bitter wind blows for us all. Come, how about a little hot tea?
Not much of an inventory.
Don't mind all this crap, Honored One. I keep all the good stuff.
Should have paid, old man.
You're altered. I didn't know. Think I care? He was about to show me the good stuff.
Just acting on orders.
Whose orders?
Barker, he runs the Hounds gang. He's trying to take out all the vendors in Rifttown. It won't work for him.
First fucking day.
Bad day. Here we go.
What the hell
Again, I should be pressing the button to track it, but I don't know where I'm going, so I'll just go there really. So we are still on World Tier 2 at level 4 with basically rubbish gear. So just gonna do that. I don't know if I have the other one available yet. The one that Shira gives to find the I don't know, let's check. But this will be easy because it's still World Tier 2. So I'm just gonna rush and crush them really. It's not gonna be hard. So for those who want to know, the demo stops at level 7. Well, it doesn't stop, but you can't level past 7, and in terms of world level, is 5 maximum. The interesting thing with the world level is that when you die, you lose some of the bar. And I'm not sure whether you can, go back down to level 4, world level 4 if you die enough, because I haven't. Maybe I should just to check. But yeah, that's kind of what it does, really. It's I got the golem. One thing that you really need to get in the habit of doing when you're playing melee is to use the melee ability, because it does a fair bit of damage. It gives you a window of opportunity to breathe, and it staggers the enemies. That's really the window that it gives. So that's positive, Staggering means you're not taking any damage, and that your abilities have an extra couple of seconds to reload unchallenged, to come off cooldown, if that makes sense. So it's important. Now, of course, in the heat of the action, you don't always think about it. But also, when you run and you jump in with the ability, the melee ability, it does sort of a ground slam that has a much bigger range around you like this. And that is a really good move to get out of trouble. World Tier 3. There are 2 chests at the end of this mission. So that's potential for gear. But again, I think I'll catch up on the world tier quicker. I'm not gonna care too much about the consumables. There's some stuff to collect. I'm just not really caring about it. You can do that on your main character to to get the what they call accolades, the achievements as they call them. I don't know whether you get actually Sony account achievements. I haven't actually noticed because it's a demo. I don't know, but I guess the accolades would replace the achievements. I don't know. So some people might be thinking that I'm taking a lot of punishment, and I am. But it's kind of how the game is designed, really. You also, I'm not being particularly good at it, don't get me wrong, but you're meant to be particularly aggressive if you're a melee character. So it's not going to work too good for you if you're playing it safe, really. Well, that was a bit shit for me, but I still survived it. Right, easiest to do this. There you go. That smash on the ground thing is pretty good. As I said, yeah, they know. They definitely know the enemy. Shit. Just trying to get my things to refresh. I was a bit of a desperado, but I don't have the abilities to back it up. Especially there's one ability that you get at level 6 that is pretty good. It puts like a shield in front of you. And it does basically the Matrix Neo move in Matrix 2. Or at the end of Matrix 1. When he stops all the bullets with his hand like this and then drops them, but instead you send them back to from whence they came. And they do a fair bit of damage. So that's a good move. I don't know if it scales with your anomaly power / firepower, but on my main character, because I have good gear, all my pieces are blue with the correct kind of enhancement. It kills everyone. Everyone that's shooting at me, basically. If I do it right, it just kills them outright. It's great. So for this side quest, we're just trying to kill this Barker guy, really. That's what we're doing.
Fuck off! You can't take her back! Who, the girl? This isn't a rescue, you Barker. Do I know you? Mr. Chang sends his regards. Oh, come on! It's right in the middle of my line.
You were taking too long.
Planning it all the way here.
Thanks for the rescue anyway.
Again, really wasn't here for you.
Did you say... Mr. Chang, is he alright?
Mm-mm.
Fuckers! Like, it's not bad enough having insurgents trying to drag us all to hell. We gotta have these low-life gangsters on our streets picking us off from the inside.
Yeah, I know the game. Really hasn't changed a whole lot.
Hey, you did a good thing. Got a bad guy off the street, and I'm walking home without a scratch.
Well, nobody said it was safe outside, but okay.
I'm Eva, by the way. Got a stall near Chang's place. You should come see me there sometime.
The character is quite cool, I like it. he plays it cool like that. I think it's quite cute. Alright, so let's open the chest. We get a green item. Let's dream about blue. On a world tier 3, no. Oh, we get a green item, obviously for something I already have, great. Fantastic, isn't it? Alright, so I already had green boots as I thought. Right. Armor and bonus firepower against. Yeah, so there's improvements. That's good. The chest, that's better. Still a bit shit, but better, nevertheless. Yeah, it's all pieces of crap, all these pieces of gear anyway, so it's just between shit and shit, isn't it? Right. So I'm gonna go back here. Right. I think she might have. I think the girl might have a piece of. So there's the. Yeah, there is a reward obviously to be had from the quest. You know, when you go back to the NPC that gave it to you, there's a reward they're expecting, and because it's still world level, was it 3 or 4? I can't remember what I'm on now. She might just give me some bullshit green gear. I'd take a blue gun if I could, but blue shotgun. Shotgun is limited by the amount of bullets you can carry, so you can't really blow your way through a whole camp with a shotgun because you run out of bullets. You can only have, I think, 30 in one go. But for melee fighter like a tank, I think shotgun is pretty good. I have a sweet shotgun on my main character that gives me a shield when I use it. So at the same time, it kills enemy in one hit, so I heal straight away because of the kill. But then also shield. It's pretty cool. But you kind of have to be lucky because I don't think we can craft anything, or at least I haven't particularly. No, I don't think we can. Yeah, I haven't come across it. And I kind of looked around a lot. So when you get something like this, it's good. Even though when you then when you, how do you call it, dismantle it, you can get the mod on another weapon when you get crafting, which we haven't yet. But for now, you have to be lucky on getting something good like this on the weapon you want. So I was pretty happy with that. It makes things a bit easier.
Well, I was hoping I'd see you around these parts again.
Well, you just made a lousy day 2.5% better. Besides, with Mr. Chang gone, I still need a vendor.
Well, anything you see, happy to give you a better discount.
She's quite cute. As I suspected her, like Joey says in Friends. Ah, that's what I suspected her. So it's not a blue weapon, so it's not really gonna matter too much. I'm gonna take that one because why not? We'll change it soon. For the moment, looking at the weapons there is just pointless really because we have enough to buy one, but what is the point? They're all green, so they're not gonna have anything special with them.
You'll be pleased to know the Hound
Right.
to come around here.
I'm level 3, okay. So I'm gonna do the mission again to just try and have another chance at the chest. I'm gonna skip everything this time because we've seen it already. But this time I'll be able to be quick. I just want to make sure that I'm not.
I got some business in Hound's territory.
It is possible. I don't know if I think it is possible that I get a blue at water level 3, but it's very unlikely. But at the moment, I'm still trying to keep my stuff in green because some of my stuff is still like, you know, non-colored, whatever that means. So, yeah. So I'll do that quickly. There's 3 chests, as I said, in this area. So is it 3 or 2? No, it's only 2. God damn it! I mistook it for the other quest. Yeah, it's a Yakub thing. That's 3. Oh, that was a bit stupid for me. Okay, let's go through quickly. There might be a chest that I haven't found here because there are a lot of big areas for no chest, you know. Oh, and also I just realized because I've just done it. Oh, if I haven't found a chest, it'll be unopened. But those I've found will already be open. Blech. It's a massive waste of my time, other than the level gain. Really. So I will. Voila. So is there a chest here that I might not have opened? I ignored this earlier, but I don't think there's a chest there. There wasn't. I'm just gonna check everything. I never really bothered to look into this quest if there was a chest in this area. In the million times I've done it. I don't think I can get in there. It's a what do you call them? An optical illusion. There is one. There you go. We got a green. It was worth it. Let's have a look at what it is. 60 clip side with superior damage though. A slower reload, a higher multiply more reps per minute. Okay, let's try it. I've never tried that gun actually. So I just need to finish this. It's going to increase my world tier as well, which I'm not entirely against. It's good news. So the next ability, the one I told you about that's really good, the shield comes at level 6. So I'm level 4.5 or something now. Going to the next main scenario quest will give me the rest of what I want. Level wise. Doesn't seem to matter, doesn't seem right, 'cause the wheel is brought no fortune, still I cry alone at night. I'm singing Michael Jackson to give me some courage. Don't you charge for my emotions, 'cause I'm lying to myself. The reason is because you find someone else. Who is it? Right, so that was quicker than the first time. Is it, for instance, it's still going to be open? Yep, as suspected that. As Joey says. Right, sorry about that. It gave us a bit of something, word tier and experience, but yeah, I forgot that. I need to go back in time. Technically, you can do that in the lobby. That's what I was mentioning earlier about redoing the main scenario missions. You can go back in the main scenario. At any point, go back to the lobby and start, and that will unopen all the chests. So that's kind of how you farm decent gear. They used to be able to farm legendary gear like this, but they've removed the ability for me to draw from chest, I think, in one of the updates recently. So I don't think you can do that anymore. Alright, so let's return here. For those who have an Xbox who might watch this, just remember that the game is coming onto the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. On release, apparently, I didn't think it was going to happen, but I think it was confirmed by Microsoft a couple of days ago or something. So have a look at it. Obviously, it's going to force you to continue to be signed up to the Xbox Game Pass to continue playing the game. So if you didn't think about that, if you didn't want that to be the case, then maybe that's something you need to consider. But if you had the pass anyway, don't buy that on PS4 like I did, really. Mistake from me, but it's okay. In the end, I'd rather have the freedom of playing the game whenever I want.
Well, I was hoping I'd see you around these parts again.
But if you consider the Xbox Game Pass also includes the Xbox Live, I mean, you're saving money by playing this game like this, right? Because on the PS4 you still need to have the access to the internet, which is a separate fee, right? Right, so let's carve ourselves a way through the front lines. So there are, I think, 3 side quests to be done on the front lines. There's one where you kill the captain that we saw at the beginning. We'll see that in a minute. And then there's one for the historian and something else for somebody who's missing or something. Not all at the same time, not all now, but there's a bunch of there. Few of them giving you decent gear as well. If you manage to kill the people in timely fashion, in a timely fashionista. Dying in this game is very forgiving. You just lose a bit of world tier experience and you get back to the last checkpoint. So you shouldn't really be afraid of being bold and dangerous. You shouldn't. It's all good. Right. Come on then. We're ready. We're primed. We're aggressive. Here we are. Here we go. Almost. Almost the right timing of the run. I see a big tower. It's over there.
The old solar tower. But it's a mess out there. Everything's upside down.
Don't worry, Jakub. We'll take care of business. We'll take care of business. Shotgun time. Oh yeah, it is. If you're good at it, the shotgun is pretty awesome for melee. As I said, the trouble is that you don't get as many cartridges as you would want to get, really. But yeah, it's a pretty come on, Harry. It's a pretty compelling experience. Once you start getting it on with a weapon, it's easy to forget your powers. So you don't want to do that. Don't do like I just did. Think about your powers. It's always the most efficient way to deal with enemies. So the shotgun makes a compelling case to come second, I think. As you can see. Raised his head. Right, there was something to pick up here, something to pick up there. Obviously, it's shit pieces of gear. Was there not something to get my? No, I thought there was a box of ammunition because my shotgun rounds are running low. Obviously, there's one next, is it? Ah, fuck it, we'll see. So this is here. It's the teleport point. There is a box. I thought there was one. Yeah. Or to restock. Oh, voila. Ammo replenished. So I'm gonna do this quest here real quick.
Altered, you're too late.
What happened here?
What does it fucking look like? We got mutilated. We had the bastards cornered, but they had a captain.
Where is he?
Inside the bunker up the hill. I wish I could look him in the eyes and you make him pay for what he did.
I think I'll pay him a little visit. For old time's sake.
Alright, it's this way.
Bring me that bastard's head.
It's fairly conveniently close, you will see. That's the staging area, as they call it in the wedding. There's a couple of packs of enemies. To be honest, it's actually quite challenging if you don't have the right power and you're being reckless. But as I unwittingly discovered on the Trickster the first time around I played it. Okay. Or now. Okay, now taking all sorts of damage.
I remember that voice.
Right. And I'm about to go one world tier above. Okay. The problem is the sniper. They're the fucking problem because they do so much damage and you can't do anything against them, obviously. And these guys are a bunch of clowns. The heavy armored one, yeah. If you got a shotgun and you have one decent power of cooldown, they're just a bunch of clowns. Snipers are really annoying though. I call them snipers, I don't know if they are, you know, don't quote me on this, but yeah, world tier 4. Meaning I'm still gonna get shit gear, but it's gonna start becoming difficult. Basically, that's what this means. Right. I'm not even green. Oh, brutal. Right. Oh my god. Jeez Louise, slim pickings. Oh well, let's try and see what we... It's really slim pickings.
Thought I'd have a harder time getting back through. Yeah, somewhere in here.
Yeah, I know. Teaching me about resistance and stuff. I might die here, honestly, because World Tier 4 now I start becoming... You know, I start having to pay attention, basically, but... I have half the health and half the armor I have on the other character. And I play World Tier 5 on it, so... Don't know whether... Fucking hell. Right. Should have interrupted it, but I kind of don't want to interrupt anything that isn't really dangerous. Oh my god, I'm already dead. Shit. Okay, alright, so it is indeed. Oh god. I can see the difference in my gear. Fucking hell. Whew. Whoopsies. Fucking hell. Oh, and the fucking flame. Shit! I died. Ugh. Yeah, that's all. It doesn't really bring you back to the to World Tier 3. At least, if you die too many times. Honestly, I don't think this is going to be easy. Fucking hell. With the atrocious gear I have currently. And I just realized I didn't have the shotgun equipped. Great, that's going to be me dead basically. Superb. Before we even started. Amazing. This flame thing is so annoying. And my shotgun is literally... My shotgun is tickling him. It's embarrassing, honestly. The problem with this guy is that he heals himself. That's the big problem. Somebody behind me was shooting at me. Yep. It's not gonna be it's not gonna be easy, boys. Okay, no, it's not easy, eh? I healed the bastard. I was almost there. I died of the fire. Oh, I did well this time. Didn't deserve it. Yeah, right. Let's try again. Yeah, this is a shit attempt, so let's just die and start again, I think. Oh my god, what happened? Faggot. Whew. I had to concentrate. But good, we did it. Right. Press to illuminate.
Wait. Stop.
This was the guy that we saw that put us into the at the beginning, that put us into the field, I think.
Why the fuck are you fighting for those fascist assholes? We're the ones fighting for our lives. Do you even know what they did to us?
I know what you did to me.
I kind of would have wanted to hear what you had to say, but somebody decided otherwise.
Want to see his head for herself.
Decided otherwise. So it is here. Return.
Altered.
You paid.
Not enough.
You gonna be okay? You need a medic or something?
You nuts? A medic round here will kill me faster than the shrapnel will. Don't worry about me. I'll live to fight another day. Hey! You did a good thing.
I guess. Oh, nice. Blue stuff. Ugh. None of it's particularly exciting. To allies, so I don't think it works with you. I'll take that one by default, to be honest.
You're nothing like any other altered I know of. In fact, you're nothing like any outrider I've heard of either.
Well, tier 4, so claim reward. And then here. So it is hard mode now, it says there, right?
A real good thing.
And while I'm on hard mode, I have shit gear. Like, nothing green. Basically, great. So we're going to take the blue gun. Hopefully the added fire damage will do a bit of something.
You're nothing like any other altered I know of. In fact, you're nothing like any
Trying to
outrider.
get something here. That's it, really. Let's hope we can get a couple more pieces in the next... Oh, glass point available, thank you for reminding me. Here and here. So the middle one is the tanky, I think, Warden, yeah. So we're gonna go for... Increase your health by 10%. Okay. There we go. little spot there. These guys are problematic. Oh, nice, he gave me blue. So you really want to kill them immediately. There's a bunch of people there, clubbed all together, for you not to see them, obviously. So I managed to clean that nicely. This as well. This here. Boom. Okay. Okay, decent enough. So there's a couple of chests. One here. What are you gonna get? Bullshit helmet. Some scrap. Okay, so we had a blue to equip. Here. Right. So obviously we don't have the luxury of choice right now, but it's giving us a bonus on an ability we don't yet have, which is okay. I've noticed that chests tend to not give you a lot of blues even when you are on World Tier 5, so it might be just a case of it needing to come from drops. Well, and listen, green is still not great for me right now, so I'll take it. But yeah, I'll take it. And the health upgrade as well. Fucking hell, my health just almost doubled from 2 pieces. Right. Spot is tiny bit annoying. Jesus. Ah! What's happening? What happened? Oh my god. Ah, that's the ability of the boss. Oh yes. He does this sort of suction thing that stops you from moving. And of course I was sitting duck, and because I went very aggressively towards the end, aggroing everybody on my way. Not great. Not sure I wanted to be teleported here, but right in the middle of the fucking armada of shit. I certainly didn't want that. Ah. Oh, lucky. See, he teleports to the little bastard because he wasn't there a second ago. It's a game of game of hide and seek. Jesus, Mary Joseph. Alright, we got him. So we got a fancy gun. Doesn't seem that fancy in the end. Oh, slow, I'll take that. But is it better than fire? Oh, I guess it is.
Reminds me of that mission in Damascus when we rescued those diplomats.
And then I think I got some chest piece.
More like
Yeah,
the
but it
time I
doesn't
had to
have.
save your sorry ass from that redneck
Ah,
mob storm
take it. It looks cooler.
Those missions felt like we were fighting for a reason. But this shithole, it's never been worth fighting for.
So what's it all about for you then?
Just trying to live another day.
Okay.
We're barely
Alright.
holding on.
That's better.
Sounds like I chose a good day to wake up then.
Here we go. Sorry. Just realized I haven't done this yet. I'm so used to going through this with someone that's already got all this unlocked. So I'm going to try to do what I do with the other character, which is aggroing everyone in this section. It's a lot of the big guys. And on the other character, I have a blue that gives me double the shockwave. And I don't have the golem, I have the thing instead. Right, this is obviously going to kill me, but I just want to see. Whoops! Whoops! Shit, I survived. Amazing. Yeah, when that reloads, you're dead, basically. Yeah. Yeah, the slow was decent, actually. Yeah, that was. It turns out to be pretty good. There are 3 chests in this vicinity.
Jakob, I'm seeing a lot of dead people. They look like they've been...
So there's one here.
Shit. Be careful.
Let's take it. It's a jacket that I think is going to be better than what I'm wearing. Even though it doesn't look as cool. But it is much better. Does this one give health? No. So it is much better. Yeah. Well, that. I'm looking forward for them to introduce some sort of transmog system. So there's one chest here. There's another one up there. Nice to get a head piece that's this green. Bullshit. And there's another one over there.
Jakob, I've reached the solar tower. I'm going in.
What are you seeing in there?
Some kind of weird electrical sparks flying everywhere.
Means you're getting close. This altar, did I not mention? He's a goddamn electro freak.
You mean he lights up light bulbs?
More like flash frying everything
Bullshit.
for a mile. Look, I know you've always been able to handle yourself, but this son of a bitch is on a whole other level.
As of recently, so am I.
So this is gonna have now inflict slow, which is kind of one of the abilities of the trickster. So let's see how I fare. This fight is actually pretty tough. I think it's tougher than the one I was doing before, but there's no ads, so it's less annoying, if that makes sense. The both has infinitely more health than the captain, but he has no ads coming in. So if you just run around away from fire, it's harder to die. But he has so much more health. It's it's harder to fuck up. It's easier to fuck up. Sorry. So either way, whatever your poison is. He has a heal, so I felt like I did well in the shooting, and it didn't really do anything. Yeah, the slow thing is pretty good actually. Got someone like him. Shit! Keeps on teleporting places. It's mine. Run away from that. Waiting for power to reload. Massively. Shit! I interrupted the lightning storm. Oh, it was so bad what I just did. His abilities are so annoying. Shit. Oh, come on. Stop the healing, that was efficient. That ability was doing the shield, that's what heals him. So you gotta stop that. Otherwise you're here forever basically. Try to save the... oh shit. Run, Shink, run! Ha! The ability of slowing him down was very useful because it then allowed me to focus far on the head, which obviously does more damage. So I was able to go through his life pretty quick, much quicker than I thought. So that was decent.
We must speak.
Quite proud that I didn't die to the last boss. Despite the abysmal gear that I have.
To fight the altar down there, why didn't you?
That pathetic monstrosity was a distraction.
People are dying because of him. Without the supply route open,
They all die. These feeble creatures. Slaughtering each other over scraps. You waste your gifts. Running errands for them. Trying to win their meaningless, endless war. You must realize, you're not like them anymore.
So what? I should play at being a god like you.
I am not playing. But you are something even more. Altered and Outrider. The last Outrider. Do what you were sent here for. Go! Beyond the frontier. These people need their gods. Only one like you could lead them to a future.
Why not you?
They call him Moloch. I fight another war, far above this petty squalor. My war is with the worst of our kind. This one is too powerful. He will destroy us all, unless I hunt him down. But this is not your fight. You are to be the shepherd. Find a way for them out of this slaughter, Outrider.
Sure, it's done. Your supply line's open. I'm heading home.
I can't believe it. Outrider, what you just did. I've lost 100 men trying.
Hey, they were not 100 men like me, though, were they?
Not sure
Sounds a bit misogynistic, but she said men, it wasn't me.
but there's something even more important you might be able to
Keep on giving me the wrong fucking weapons. Luckily, we can farm that ad vitam nauseam, as they say in Latin. Right, I think it because it was World Tier 4 I got away with it, but I didn't cheat, I didn't put it down, specifically, right, the World Tier. Oh, I got the other power, I'm level 6 now. Just realized that as well. So there's something to be picked up here, what is it? Payback the same, okay. We'll go back to camp, and I think that was the end of it, guys. We're gonna get some well-deserved cinematic, and then when I go to the next quest, it's gonna be the end of the demo. I think, if I remember well, I can't remember exactly. There might be a. I think that's it. There's 2 side quests I haven't done. One for the historian that's just on the opposite door of the one I entered to do the quest of the lieutenant, the captain, whatever his name is. And then there's another one that is being given by Shira, the girl, who's making you go to the other side of the front lines, in order to try and save some guy, some lieutenant, whatever his name is, another guy in the army. I can't remember his rank. I think sergeant. And that one is pretty fucking brutal as well. But look, it wasn't available when I went through, so you can go. I think it's available now. If you go back, I think I'm not sure. Right, no, we're not going here. We're going there. I like it when you do it right there. Right there. So here we are. Talk to Shira. Let's listen to it.
I don't believe you. Hey, Dupek.
Yeah, Shira.
The signal in the forest. You remember it?
Yeah, like it was yesterday.
You still have its frequency, don't you?
This frequency?
Cool. You got the winning lotto numbers tattooed on your ass cheek, too?
Still don't believe me?
Ugh, I hate when you play the I told you so.
That signal is still playing like a distant echo. It's digital, which means it must be coming from a place where there is no anomaly. The problem is, we've never been able to locate its source because we've never had the right frequency. Until you showed up. So now listen, please. You need to bring those precise numbers to Dr. Abraham Zahidi, one of our last scientists.
Bullshit. He's been deep in enemy territory for weeks now. 5 Ration says Zahidi's dead.
We don't know that.
You. I've seen you before. It was in the med lab. You woke me out of cryo.
Guess life's real funny that way.
Meet Jane, sniper, first class. She almost died trying to save his life. She'll guide you.
Wait, Shira. When we landed, that signal was already playing. Do you have any idea who or what is sending it?
Do yourself a favor. Don't ask that question. Whatever's out there, they don't want to be found. And whoever goes looking for that fucking signal ends up dead.
But it's the only chance we've got. And if anyone can get there alive, it's all of you.
Shira, come on.
Jakob! That's an order.
sorry I left you to die in that med lab.
Hey, no worries.
Didn't really have a choice.
I'd have done the same.
Yes, I like the main character. He doesn't give a fuck. It's important. We're not here to save the world yet. So here we are.
What do you think the signal is?
Beats me. Just some fake hope bullshit for losers who can't accept the world has gone to shit. But I guess that's our goddamn mission now. So meet us at my garage when you're ready.
There was a side quest over there that we could do. That I shall do another day. So talking to Jakob here will trigger the end. Let's head out. That's it. We're heading out. Not really. That's not the cinematic you would see at that point. But yeah, I think that's it. So I was hoping we could do that under 2 hours. After having done about 10 times. Done it 10 times. So if you take out the time we wasted when the computer, when the servers struck out, as they say in baseball, plus the side mission I did twice for no reason, and the 3 times I think I died against that sergeant, that bastard, because of his ads, I think it would have been under 2 hours, you know, with so many ifs. But yeah, I am quite happy about the outcome. Voila! There you go. That was a bit long, but we got through it. This was your boy Clash Escape playing the Outriders demo on the PS4 Pro. The game is coming on the 1st of April in about a couple of weeks on all platforms, including Stadia, and free on the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, which we have as well. Stacey will be delighted to hear that. Thank you for watching. We hope we'll see you soon for more Outriders content. And until then, remember...
Finish strong.
Sorry. But start casual.